there, it's Perry with PapercraftingThreads. Thanks for joining me. Today, I have what I call a Bendi balcony card. Let's get started. I have all of my pieces cut and scored already. This is cloud cover and it measures 1 inch by 6.5 and it's scored at each end at 1/2 inch. I have another piece that measures 2 inches by 5 inches, scored down the middle at 2.5 and scored on each end at 1/2 inch. I have the card base, which measures 4 1/8 by 5.5, scored down the middle at 2 3/4. I have 2 pieces of basic white. These measure 2 5/8 by 4 inches. And I have designer series paper. This was cut from the 6x6 Gallery Bloom sheet. Each one of these measures 2 5/8 by 3 inches. This piece from the Florals in Bloom measures 7/8 by 5 3/8. And these 2 little pieces measure 1 inch by 2 5/8. I'm going to start with coloring in some of these floral images that I've already stamped from the Gallery Blooms using Lost Lagoon and Light Smoky Slate. I'm just kind of dotting it a little bit in the centers. Then using light Lemon Lime Twist for my leaves. And going in with some Old Olive for my shading. Not doing anything fancy here, kind of going along with where the veining is at. This one I've already colored in with some light Pool Party. And again, I'm going to do the leaves with the same colors I used on the previous one to tie it together. And this one I'm just doing little dots along here for brightening up the stems. And then using light Balmy Blue and dotting it around here. And using light Lemon Lime Twist ink and a blending brush, adding color. These were all die cut with the Gallery Blooms dies. I don't want the color to be real even, it can be uneven. This one I'm using Pool Party ink and a blending brush. And I had a little bit of Secret Sea left on there from another project, but that's okay. I'm going to bend that back just a little bit. I'm not going to use the bone folder on it though, like I normally would. So flip it over to the back and add this happy birthday on this side. This is actually going to be the section where you can write a message. Then this I will be adding some glue to. And just look for the spots where there's a little more real estate to put the glue on, and just little dots. And these adhere here. I'm about to run out of adhesive here. And you can see that I cut this is how the pattern was originally. This I'm using liquid glue now, and there are 2 tabs. this is going here. And you'll see why in just a few minutes here. And lining up those. And then this one will be glued here. This will be covered up. That's why I use liquid glue, so I can get this a little straighter. Then I'm applying adhesive here. And this goes here, but not all the way to the bottom. Match up your sides. But the bottom will not be all the way down. And then it's like that. Don't worry about this if you have some sticking out above. That'll all be covered up. Then this one I fold back the tabs that you made. And add adhesive. Lift this and plop it down inside and then line up your middle. And I'm not having it go all the way to the bottom on the inside. And again, we used liquid glue, so there's wiggle room. Just need to push this down a hair. And I'm using that, so I left a little bit of space there, not much, just a tiny bit. And then press that down. And then that stands like that, so it folds flat for mailing and then stands up for display. And then to finish decorating the front, this piece is going here. You do have to allow room for when it's opened, that this doesn't bend too much. So I can see that I want that to go like that. So I can add my adhesive here. Put a little bit more on here. And again, this bit can hang over on this past the score line, but you don't want to go too far here, because otherwise when it opens it will crinkle. So that's good. And this one, same thing, we don't want it to go too far past. We don't want these to go past that, so I can add glue below here. Go here, and I want it to overlap a tiny bit. So I'll glue below here. And then I'm tucking this through here. So I'm actually going to lift this up and tuck it here. Now I know this one here can bend because of how the design is, so that's okay. I'm going to add some glue in there, and slide that in there. So that's okay if that one bends. Whereas this one, the flower would be crimped and look a little odd. Then add little tiny bits of glue to the front side of this one. Like wherever there's a join. And I'm putting my hand down through here and having it pop up this way. Same thing, this one's going there, so I can put glue all down in here. Then I'm going to pull some of this out so it shows some of that dimension. And then little bits of glue here. And I know that can't be seen a lot, but it adds to the background. And then let it dry before you fold it flat in case you have any excess glue on the back. And there you have it, a bendy band that folds flat for mailing, stands up for display, and has room on the back for your message.
Find written instructions over on my blog at. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and thanks for watching. Bye.